There we go.
Wrong.
Carolyn is here to join us as well. She had to put on her shirt.
I did have to put on my shirt. And
even though people can't see it.
But they're going to.
Okay, she's going to show you her fancy shirt.
Once I figure out how
I'm just green like the old pine tree.
Where's the piece that makes it happen?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it's okay. I got it.
Go. Okay.
Wait for it. You can't even see the lights.
No, you. Oh, there we go. Okay.
See? Happy Kitty Christmas.
Oh my
there we go. I feel better now.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're so professional.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is going to be a really lovely way we're just going to reminisce and tell stories, the day of old, if you will, like something that means so much to any of us, because it's the memories that go along with Christmas. It's not the actual physical item that actually create that Christmas season for us. So hopefully you'll be able to share with us as well. But I don't know if you want to do your regular rigmarole, as you always say.
I do say that. Yes, of course we want to do the regular rigmarole. I'm shocked that actually came out the way it was supposed to.
Yeah,
there.
And hopefully we have people. We're watching.
Yeah, we want to hear stuff from you guys too, right? Because that always makes us feel better. Like we're not alone here on this live. So we do want you to put in who you are, where you're from, maybe some holiday greetings, maybe some stories, whatever it is. We want to hear from you too. And of course, if you hear something today, or maybe it's my shirt.
I think it's just your shirt.
Just be the shirt. You can see you're glowing back there. Throw in that holy jumping tuna fish, which is our hashtag, right? This is the hashtag holy jumping tuna fish.
That's right. Or the little emojicon. He's always cute.
Yes,
too.
we love those too, because we like to know what you like, and that's how we determine it.
I think you're going to learn something different. Why? There should be holy jumping tuna fishes, because it might be a story you've never heard before.
That's very true. Good morning, afternoon. Julie Stewart.
Yeah.
Yes. And then, of course, share, because who doesn't want to spread a little Christmas cheer, you guys? It's that time of year to spread the Christmas cheer.
Hey, that kind of rhymes.
It did rhyme.
She's
not
good.
Even kind of.
She's good at rhyming and making poems and doing riddles. Like, she is very much so gifted in that area.
I have to be in the mood, though. And then it flows. When I'm not, just
like a writer. I don't think to just write. They got to be in that zone. Yeah,
absolutely. And then, of course, the second hashtag, we are life changers, and we aren't just talking about the ladies in the hats here. We're talking about every single one of you guys out there in this world as well. Our horses, our animals, all of the people that we know and love. We all have the opportunity to change a life for the better every single day that we live and breathe. And that's a pretty big responsibility. When
I wanted to show
this changing your life.
See,
right
this
now?
Is a Polar Express. There we go. That's right. Gift mug. It's not a gift mug. It's a mug. It's a hot chocolate mug that we drink out of. But
which has a gift in it.
We did the Polar Express train the other day in our area, and it's just so cute because it's lame, but it's so exciting. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's just really nice that there's something different to offer, that kids can go out and see something.
See, that's the magic of the season, though. Right? Like, that's, I think, what I love about Christmas so much is it can be something that's kind of lame, but you feel it, right? Like, when else do you go and look at a light?
Right. I agree. Even
or a tree, really.
You're right. And even our houses, like, I am not a clutter person at all. I don't save things. I don't even save my kids' macaroni necklaces that they made me when they were young. I am always about, if there was a fire, what would you say? So that's why I don't like having knickknacks around or a whole bunch of dust collectors, right? I want to just live. But when it comes to Christmas,
I was just going to say, we're surrounded with them.
Ounce of my space is filled with a knickknack and a Santa Claus of some kind.
That is so funny, because I was just, as you were saying that, I was like, 1, 2.
Yeah, no, they're everywhere.
Just in my line of sight.
I am cluttered everywhere.
It's true. It's true. It's like Santa's workshop.
No, seriously, that's
but
why.
Classy. Like, not a weird Santa.
That's why Christmas is so good. Oh, very hot.
One of us always has
right?
To be. Yeah. Jeez. And of course, if you were catching this on replay, we still want you to say hello and happy holidays or Merry Christmas or whatever it may be that comes to you in this lovely season of giving. And thank you. I thought it was pretty good. And then let us know that you caught it on the replay as well, so we can come back and say hello. And last but not least is introducing ourselves. My name is Carolyn Charles. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing, as well as an instructor and facilitator for the Equine Connection, the Academy of Equine Assisted Learning, which sounds even more impressive with a glowing cat shirt.
Oh, seriously. Nothing but professional right here. Nothing. Any hoodle. Hi, everyone. My name is Carrie Fulmick, the founder of the Equine Connection and master instructor, helping you and maybe other people, just like what we do globally around the world, do what we do. And that is literally working with horses to help human beings to actually move forward in their lives. And it's so exciting because she just did a poem on "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." And, she did it so incredibly well for how many years and years, probably at least 20 years, to dream and create this idea of what this horse business would actually look like. So I don't know if you'll ever send that out. Maybe you want to send that as a gift today.
Well, no, they have to subscribe.
Right. We are going to talk about that today too.
Yeah.
That's right. But it's really neat how it has all come together. And I have to tell all of you, it's the most life-changing thing you will ever do in your life to help a human. And right before your very eyes, they make a change, but it's not because of you. I mean, you've got to be really comprehensive in understanding what that facilitation piece looks like and how, of course, to help the humans to be empowered, which is huge important. But it's the horse. It's hands down the horse that we literally allow them to teach, and the humans actually respond to the teaching of what the horse is doing. So yeah, it's pretty exciting.
It's not pretty exciting. It's doggone exciting.
It's
tuna fish exciting, people.
So, the one thing I always think about sharing, stories, it's such a beautiful way for humans to connect with each other, because every human on this earth is going to have a completely different story and every day that they live. But, especially over that Christmas time piece as well, because we have our memories that no one else can have, right? And I was thinking today, because I do Bible studies, and this fellow that I study under, his name is Pastor Arnold Murray, and he brings to life the Bible, which is absolutely amazing to my brain, because, you see the big book and you're like, oh my gosh, like, I don't even know what those words mean. How does this all piece together? But he tells it in a step-by-step, verse by verse, chapter by chapter. And I was thinking about him today when I was doing my studies, and I'm like, he's so gifted in being able for us to understand what the word is. So I'm not saying I'm not doing it to promote whatever your belief is. I'm just saying
to be able to
it's
break
a
that down
gift to have that story. So I'm going to tell you a story about my little life when I was a kid, but it's not going to be as profound, because I'm just not.
You might hit somebody right in the old heart.
You think so?
It could happen.
So picture this then. My mother, she was a single mother most of her life. So there was myself and my brother, and we would always go to the farm for Christmas. Now, my mom was so poor, so poor. Poor as in, the money piece, but we weren't poor in life. Like, she gave us, to me, everything. I'm so blessed that I was born into a family that didn't have lots of money, what I say all the time. So we're poor. Every time we're going to go home for Christmas, it's a lot of work for mom to try to even, get the gas to be able to go back home. And this was in Springside, Saskatchewan, Canada. It's an itty bitty little puny woony little town. So my grandpa, of course, he was a big farmer. And on our trip to go to Grandma and Grandpa's farm, of course, in the olden days, you had those old big tank vehicles that nobody could damage because they were solid.
It's like a pinball machine. You just bounce off each
right?
other.
And Mom would always lay a piece of plywood down in the back seat. And Jimmy and I would be able to sit up, wrestle each other, which she no likey when she's driving.
Well, of course.
Play, sleep. Like, it was a fun trip all in all, every time we went there. So we finally get to Grandma and Grandpa's. Now, it's a typical, beautiful old farmhouse. Like, that's what they do. They farm. So there's food and fresh baking, and everything is always fresh, and it smells so great. And, being hugged by your grandma in the bosom of her.
The kisses all over. Oh, let me squish your cheeks.
Everyone comes for Christmas. So, of course, all the families are arriving because we are ready to celebrate Christmas. Now, here's the thing, though. we literally had Santa. Now, if I could express upon you, for those of you who have never had Santa visit, it is the most exciting thing that you feel, especially when you are a believer in Santa. And then Santa walks through your house. So how they did it, they had the old party lines. Of course, we were kids. We didn't know any better, but they had the old party lines. So of course, they are talking back and forth with their farmer friends as well, because my grandpa would dress up like Santa and go to their place. And then their hubby would dress up like Santa and come to grandma and grandpa's house. And of course, you're just waiting because the family is promoting it. Like, do you see Santa? Is he coming yet? Do you hear anything? And then the party line phones and they're like, oh my gosh, we just heard that the Santa just went to the McMillans. So we're the next ones up, sort of thing. So we're all at the big window pane watching for Santa. And as we're watching for Santa, the bells, the Christmas bells come in and a ho, ho, ho. And Santa is right before your very, very eyes. Like, I still remember, I still believe in Santa because of all that we have gone through with this. Every year we would do this. We would sit on Santa's lap and do exactly what you see in old movies. What have you done this year? Have you been a good girl or whatever? And of course, you would get one gift out of the Santa bag. And you were always like, how does Santa know? It's so amazing. And then, of course, at the farm, Grandpa would hook the big sleigh up with the tractor, and he'd have the hay bales, and we'd have hot chocolate. And we would go driving on the country roads, singing all of those beautiful Christmas songs, drinking hot chocolate. Like, I don't know for those who don't experience it, but what a sensational way to bring Christmas alive. And dig this. Even in our Christmas socks, which were just those woolen, those gray and
red and white ones.
Yeah. We got a Christmas orange. You see, they didn't spend money like we do now. Yeah. It was just the magic. And every year, by cracky, were we excited about that Christmas orange. Like, it was phenomenal. But just before you tell your thing, because I love Christmas. And I tell you, because of what we grew up with, we have incorporated it. So even when my girls were young, we would hire Santas to come out. So my girls have always had that Santa literal piece, but we always celebrated on the 24th because Santa does his work on the 24th. So that's when we always had our Christmas. So we still do that kind of a Christmas today. But I guess when I was 2 years old, this is why my grandpa and the neighbor always switched. I was 2 years old. Santa comes into the farmhouse. And I sit on his lap and I look up into his eyes, his beautiful blue Santa eyes, and I say, Grandpa! Oh, no. So that is why they always did the neighbor switch.
That's
2 years old.
I was thinking that's brilliant.
Smart.
The video has ended. So, like, can you guys see us now, though? There's a couple people watching. I'm not sure what that.
Oh, that's very sad because I don't even think I could repeat that.
No.
But very hot.
Yeah. Says we're live.
Is it still live? Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Julie says yes.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Woo.
We're
okay. I think I might have to take off the hat.
It is very hot. Yeah.
Because I really am sweating a lot.
And I put a sweater over top of my sweater.
Woo.
So that's fun.
Okay.
The sweater might be coming off soon too, but the cat is so cute.
Anywho, I hope you enjoyed that old fashioned.
Get that together.
Yeah. Old fashioned. I don't know. There we go. Okay. I don't know. We'll just have to live with that.
Take a quick pause there. Interesting. So I'm not sure what happened. Oh, come back to us. So Christmas stories. I think the one that, like, I have lots as a kid because Christmas was always like crazy because we had to go up to Edmonton and that sort of thing as well. But it was like kind of just chaos. Like National Lampoons. Like nothing ever went quite perfect, but Christmas was always wonderful. And I was the kid. I was the kid who got up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and lay there in bed.
So you were Christmas morning, you woke up.
I was ridiculous. Okay. Yeah. And so I would sneak down. I knew where every creak in those stairs were to be able to sneak all the way down. And then I would just sit there in front of the Christmas tree and wait for hours. And my freaking brother would sleep in and it killed my whole being. And I'd be like, come on, let's go. But I think my favorite Christmas memory is probably Cassidy's first Christmas. So I was like, I love Christmas anyway. Just the whole, I go overboard probably on everything and have every year. And so her first Christmas, or I guess it was the second Christmas because the first one, she was just
first
a
one. I'm
wee-
like, I'm
Yeah.
babysit.
No, yeah, she
Just
was
not the same
like
with
3
Christmas.
months old. So it was her second Christmas technically, but first one that she might have an idea of what's going on. And I'm pumped about this. I bought so much stuff. I've wrapped all the presents. Perfect Christmas. I go to get her up in the morning. Kid's so bloody foul. It wasn't even funny. She was furious. She was awake, refused to come downstairs. She's sitting at the top of the stairs and I'm dying. I'm like, please, for the love of all things holy, come down and see what Santa brought you.
That's hilarious.
No, wanted nothing to do with it. It took me, I think it was like an hour and a half to get her out of bed and to actually come downstairs. And then when she came downstairs, she saw all the presents under the tree. Meh. Walked into the other room, saw all the stockings. Meh. And then she saw a cardboard box.
And that was it.
In the corner one thing I hadn't put away to make Christmas perfect. And well, that she played with for hours. So it was always
hilarious.
Reminder that Christmas is really not about all the stuff under the tree. It's really not. She humbled me very much so in that moment. And that, no, I don't care about all that. It's like, what are you talking about?
Right?
That box though, that's awesome. And she was just the happiest little girl in the whole wide world.
Oh my gosh. Too funny.
Lucky for you to visit grandparents' farms and visit every Christmas. That's so true. Yeah.
And then when my grandpa died, I remember I was 10 years old and my grandpa died and mom had to sit us kids down because it was before Christmas to let us know. No, I'm not going to say it out loud just in case, but all you adults know what I'm saying. Had to sit us down to tell us that there are no such, And I'm like, no, like I fought on that all the way because how did he know to get me that purple ugly mushroom lamp? Like, no way. Like it was hard. And then it was so beautiful because then grandma, of course, she sold the farm and she moved into a little apartment in Saskatoon, a little basement suite. And oh my gosh, the entire family, of course, comes again. We all now know we're not going to have Santa visit. We know this. What the heck do they do?
Aww.
They brought a Santa in and I'm like on the couch. I'm freaking out. I'm like, see?
I love that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's beautiful.
No, it's pretty special. That's for sure.
Grandparents too. Like you don't ever realize how much you can get from your grandparents.
They're the tradition, right?
And so many like the stories. And I remember like I wish my grandparents were around today because my grandpa Lynn always used to come, which is where Carol Lynn comes from, is that last name. And he used to always come after my grandma passed. He would come down to Calgary and be with us for Christmas and that sort of thing. And I wish I would have listened more. Right?
Oh, we all
do those pieces, but I would love to pick his brain about so many things right now. He was the old cool, like 50s kind of guy. He had like the greaser hair and all that kind of stuff, and the t-shirts always. He was just so cool. But having like those kind of Christmas memories or even Thanksgiving memories, they're pretty profound in your brain when you think I'm glad we got to appreciate those people in our lives before we lost them.
I agree. I don't know. Is there anything that's huge for you that makes Christmas just everything it is? I mean, I know it's family. Family for sure is the big thing. One thing I'm going to implement this year as well is, and my kids, of course, now are all older and got a grandbaby. So that will be so much fun. This will be his second. Because last year he just slept because he was like 3 months old. Yeah. But this year, I think it should be a little bit more exciting. But, I'm going to have them dump their phones. Like, put your phone downstairs. Like, even I know sometimes we want to capture those moments on video, but I think we're relying way too much on just living in the moment of having that fun versus, let's get out the video. We don't need a video for everything. We got to hold the memories here because that's what means the most to us. Like, laugh now.
Yeah.
Don't worry about getting a phone or a camera. You can do all your phoning and camera work the next day. But I think the day you celebrate should be a time where you're playing games. Well, we do lots of, we are addicts of playing games together and fire pitting and being outside. We are addicted to outside life.
Think about those old school, like when the VHS or the beta cameras and stuff were out
there.
The big honkers. But we have lots of videotape. This is where it's actually applicable. of Christmas morning and stuff like that, because my dad would set it up, but we never touched it.
No,
Like it wasn't,
right.
you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like you pull it out to take a 30
It
second
was just
video.
already rolling.
It just ran for
Got
like
it.
4 hours of pure chaos, and you hear everything
That's
when you watch
so
this.
cute.
The parents bickering, well, if you would have set that up last night, like I asked you to, then you know what I mean? Like all of it, and that watching those is actually pretty fun because it's just
Aw.
how your family was in that moment, not selfies and that
Yeah.
kind of thing. It was more
No.
genuine, I guess. Maybe that's
Yeah.
how we should do it this year. If you need to bring out a camera, just have it there.
Yeah.
Don't just ignore it,
Yep.
but just have it there to collect the entirety that is the day, not just the best portions of it. Because the chaos is what is the best part.
I think it is too.
Yeah, it's true.
It really
it's
is. Okay, so then what's your favorite Christmas drink?
true. I thought you were gonna say color. And I was like Buddy the Elf.
No.
Have you seen Elf?
Yeah, with
Okay, yeah.
Will.
Hi, this is Buddy. What's your favorite color?
Oh no, I
Yeah.
don't recall it.
Oh, okay.
But that was a funny show.
It was a good show. It's a
Yeah,
goodie.
I liked it a lot.
Critic Christmas.
Lots of
rum.
times people like the eggnog and
Mhm.
spiced rum, and I do too. I have to say, I only like eggnog at Christmas time.
I don't think you can really get it other times.
Can you? Well, you can make it though. But my kids like drink it just by the glass. Like they love the old eggnog. And I mean, it would probably be one little nog a week because that's pretty
It's a lot
sweet
of nog.
stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot
I
of
don't
nog.
know how people
I gotta
do
cut it.
to do that one.
Yeah, I always like to cut it with regular milk because otherwise it's a little bit much.
And then our
what's another
Christmas baking, we set a day for when we bake together and have fun because that was our tradition, even with grandma and mom, and we would all come together. The girls, the whole kitchen is just a busy zoo, busy,
That's how it should
busy,
be, though.
baking, and then we'd have homemade egg salad sandwiches that mom used to make, and of course homemade pickles, canned
All that good stuff.
downstairs. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some pretty sweet memories, man.
No, Christmas is
No,
one of
it's
those
very
ones-
commercial.
It is, and starts so damn early.
I sad
Like,
about that.
Holy Toledo! It wasn't even what's the Halloween.
Halloween.
It wasn't even Halloween yet, and the Christmas stuff was out at the dollar store. Like I was shopping for Halloween
Yeah.
stuff and the Christmas stuff. I'm like, no. Like just designate, enjoy, love the season, feel the Christmas music in the air and that sort of thing. But we were talking about that too. Like if you overdo it, it's not as magic anymore. Like feel the season. Gingerbread houses. That's a good
Oh
one.
yeah,
Mhm.
I love when I see them. I no talent to do those gingerbread houses.
My mom
No.
rocks at gingerbread
Wow.
houses because she makes a glue,
Oh,
like out of sugar.
oh, cool.
So it's like almost she
and then do you
burns
smash
it
it?
almost.
Oh,
And I don't think we ever actually ate them.
do you eat yours,
I think we
I
just
love-
waited until they were dried out.
or
and
is it
crusty.
just to make it? Like, is it just to
yeah?
make it festive and beautiful?
Because when we made the gingerbread, we'd always make extra cookies and we'd eat the cookies.
Oh, okay.
But then we had, it was like magic glue, like molasses almost glue.
Hmm.
And then it would stick together really well. Try to put them together with icing. I'm gonna
yeah,
tell ya.
that's a toughie, hey.
I'm not great at it.
Well, Sid, being a contractor, he might use that silicone.
Yeah, a little PL 500 to sit on there.
I was about to
Don't eat it,
if
kids.
we're not eating it, right?
Exactly.
Oh,
we
my
have to
gosh.
tell them about other stuff too.
Oh, yes, we do. Oh my gosh, we've just been reminiscing.
Yep, we have just talking about little old Christmas.
Yep.
But
We have something fun.
we do, and we did. Did we do the 12 days of Christmas last year? I think we did, but we did it as like a bit of a different thing for like
With the
one-
empowerment.
Yeah. So this year it's a little different. We have kind of a variety of gifts, but a different way of getting them as well. So
Mhm.
instead of doing the commenting and that sort of thing on here, because I gotta tell you, it's a lot of work to keep up with the
Oh.
comments and everything else like that. What's happening?
I'm sorry, since I have taken off my hat, like I have, woo, all these wingy things I'm starting to see.
Do you need your hat back?
No, because
I didn't notice it though until you did that.
Okay.
But anywho,
12 weeks.
yep. So
No, not 12
no,
weeks.
12 days of Christmas. This is going well. Are you excited?
December 22nd, December 12th to December 24th.
That's right.
But the way to be in this is you subscribe to be on our email list. Now, for those of you who are facilitators, I personally wouldn't sign up because it's stuff we already give you. But I mean, if you want
can.
to,
I mean,
because
that's- if you want my poem,
but then you always get all the other emails from us too. So
And know
you
that.
make the decision.
yeah.
Yeah, if you
This
sign
is
up
the
to
warning, people.
well, and I got to tell you a cute little thing here because our facilitators, they sign up for our newsletter, which is fabulous. but then we'll get emails from them saying, I guess you don't remember me, but I was certified with you 5 years ago. I'm not sure why I'm receiving the
You're
emails.
on our marketing list.
I'm like, you signed up. I didn't press the button to sign up. So I just find that hilarious.
Yeah, it is very funny. That's
Yeah.
just, you're on our marketing list. So
Yep.
keep that in mind, facilitators. This is the warning piece of it, that you will get marketing emails if you join our subscription list.
You know, Lynn has been with us for years as well.
She has.
Yep. It's so nice to know in our little family or little tribe that we've all been together. Some of us new, but some of us have been together for years. So I think that's really exciting.
It is.
Yep.
Well,
I like that.
Yeah, we always like to see you, Lynn.
Yep. Sure do.
So anyway, you have to go subscribe to this baby. And then every day for those 12 days, there's going to be an email coming out to you that will give you
A gift. You just get a gift.
That's it.
Just because you're signing up, but you all get the gift. It's very cool.
And I will put the link to subscribe in the not in the comments. Nope. Description of this live as well, so that you guys have the ability to just go do that, or you can head to our contact page on our website as well, and there's a way to subscribe there too.
Exactamente.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. And the one thing I love about the giveaways is you don't have to do anything. Like, it's a giveaway to you, which I really like. But we're collaborating with other people as well, because that's what we do at the Equine Connection. We believe when we all work together, especially for the welfare of the horse, you know, everybody wins. There's no secrets. Oh, no, I can't tell them that thing. So we're working with a lot of great collaborators like Warwick Schiller, Doug Walsh, Dr. Stephen Peters.
What else did we have on there?
Leah Deck. Di is on the, get the moves going. And she has
be good for Christmas too.
Right?
Because you know what happens at Christmas time is you start thinking about your New Year's resolution. And anybody who's got maybe just a speck of extra things on your body that maybe you don't want, you start thinking, oh, I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to do this. Maybe you just got to move more and feel sexy and good in your own being, right? That's where Dad comes in.
That is what it's all about. Have you LaFave?
Dale.
See, I'm looking on my notes.
That's smart.
Oh,
actually.
Yeah. Oh, we actually have, I think, 3 or 4 gifts that we're also giving away.
That's right.
That it's just going to make you feel good. And I think that's what all of this is. And the more we can help our horses and, of course, even ourselves, because when we actually feel better, we're actually way better with our horses. Because when we're out of think mode and go to feel mode, we are happier humans. I think that's a great Christmas gift.
Were we doing that one video today?
What one video?
The one I made today? Or is that in the newsletter thing?
No,
we were just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Oh, so then they can comment on this and I can send it to them just for a giggle.
Just the Christmas one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to see what kind of
debauchery happened last year?
It was crazy. Like, you couldn't have even planned for that to happen. But I do have to tell you, we pee-peed our panties laughing this morning.
Yeah.
So it might be worth it. If any of you feel like you need just that laugh, you need to spit out your hot chocolate. Like, seriously, I was having a sip.
There's no
everywhere.
There's no intellectual value to this video whatsoever.
No, but if you want just to
but
giggle,
it's a laugh.
It's 5 minutes long. Just comment then in the section below, and we will hand it out to you.
Exactly, and it's a giggle at really my expense. So
it is.
I will take it though, just to make you smile.
It was wonderful.
I love it. So yeah, I mean that we do have the 12 days of Christmas coming up, which is super exciting. So make sure you do go subscribe if you haven't already, because that's where you'll get all of your lovely gifts is through the email list.
The old email system, if you
right.
will. If you will. I can't even speak very well today.
No,
but that's okay.
And this is their first hot chocolate, just so we're clear.
But to all of you, have a very, very Merry Christmas. I do feel we'll probably do one more live before our season has ended, because of course we at the Equine Connection too love taking lots of time off to be with those who are very special to us and not have to worry or stress about work or whatever other things you need to do. Although I never consider what we do work, because it's just so much fun, because you work with horses no matter how you roll with that. But we wish you all definitely that hope and belief. I think that's a huge thing. Belief in, not only who you are, but belief in something that's bigger and greater and better, because it just feels good. It's like You can feel the wind, but you can't see it. Like that belief in knowing something is better, I think is such a beautiful way to live and feel and live in the present. So
It's true. And that's one thing I remember from the movie The Santa Claus. There's one part in it where he's trying to convince his son, but he's not actually Santa Claus. And he says, well, or no, that was the stepdad or something. He says, well, have you ever seen a reindeer fly? And the kid says to him, have you ever seen $1 million? Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Right?
ooh, that's a good line.
Yeah, I always
too.
think of that one too.
Okay, I like.
I
you
have
remember
not
things
seen $1
like
million.
that.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember movie clips at all. No, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's that's my gift to you, everybody, is remembering videos. I can't remember certain words every day of the week, but videos I can remember.
So have a great week enjoying and preparing for however it is that you celebrate Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, just have a beautiful, joyous season and seeing everything else around you. Because it is kind of a nice, warmy, comfy feeling when you see the lights aglow and the old Santa's on a lawn, or I don't know. I just think it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I got to just tell you this one last story, and then we're going bye-bye. So we used to live in the town of Strathmore before we got the dream come true and living on our acreage. So we're in this beautiful little home in the town of Strathmore. We were really good neighbors, or good friends with a lot of our neighbors around there, because it was just a new development getting started. Well, years go by. We're having so much fun with some of these neighbors. We decide, Sid and I, he's my hubby, we're going to steal one of our neighbors. She had those candles that are in front of the garage, the plastic ones,
the old school ones.
So we decide we're going to steal them and see how long it takes her to notice. So we go steal them from her house. We put them in front of our place. Now, here's the thing. We were on the main drive. So that means every neighbor always had to drive by our place. Well, it's like 3 days and we still haven't heard from this lady, Kathy. And we're like, why has she not noticed? Hers are missing and we have them. So it was her neighbor that said, you know what? I think those Chadwicks and Fulmecks stole your candles. Well, then Kathy, she was like, what? What do you mean? She goes out and she texts, she sees she has no candles. Well, she drives over to our place. She is killing herself. We're like, how come it took you so long to notice? Anyways, that was fun.
That is fun.
Yep.
You know what? Having a laugh, being kind, being friendly with others. That is this, if no other time, this is the season for it. Do not forget that every single one of you are life changers out there, and you have the opportunity every single day, not just in the Christmas season, but every single day, to positively impact somebody else's life. So use that. It's your gift to give to the rest of the world too.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay, we'll sign off now, and we will see you next Wednesday.
Yes. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.
Sign up for the emails.